is one of those dishes, when I think about lasagna, I think, ooh, yes, I'm going to go for the calories because this is a comfort food that is worth it. But now you can do the comfort food without the heaviness because you've got an alternative for us.
The way we're going to do the lasagna today, it's going to be a lot lighter. Like when I look at our traditional lasagna here, this is a traditional beef lasagna.
Looks good.
It looks really, really good.
Yes.
But as I'm looking at it, like I start to feel a little bit lethargic. Like I start to get a little bit heavy, right? So we're going to try and lighten this up. Instead of doing our standard beef lasagna today, we're going to go with portobello and kale.
Nice.
So we're going to boost the vitamins, boost the minerals, boost the nutrients in there, and we're going to boost the flavor as well. So I'm going to add in some onion here into our pan. Just like this, we have some sliced onion, and it's going to get to a sizzle. See what we're talking about the sizzle for?
Yeah,
it's going to get there.
It's okay.
So I'm going to chop this onion up like that. We're going to caramelize this off. I'm just going to turn it up a little bit while I can.
Okay. So whenever you're caramelizing onions, it's going to take a little while to get there. Whether
it was preheated, but we'll get there.
Yeah, whether it's super hot pan or not, because it takes a while for it to get to that consistency. But do that, because that's going to be major flavor.
Yes, exactly.
And
caramelizing is essentially meaning that there are sugars in that onion, and we want to get them nice and brown. That's going to give us a lot of flavor.
Yeah.
It's called Maillard reaction, but we're not going to get into all that. That's a whole other segment.
You're so chefy.
So I'm going to
like it.
I'd hope so. So I'm going to chop up all these portobello mushrooms.
Okay.
We're going to add this in there. Portobello is often a go-to for vegetarians because it gives you that meatiness. And at my restaurant, we do a lot of vegetarian dishes. So we don't use as much portobello, but it is nice when you do use it. It'll
and the
also
point
give
of your
you
restaurant is to do these, I'm so sorry to cut you off, but it's to do these comfort foods, but it's to make them a lot lighter. Like all of the fare on the menu there is, it's lighter.
And I'm waiting for you to come.
I will be there.
Waiting for you to come.
I will be there, for sure.
And the way you were spiralizing earlier, come early so you can do some work. Okay?
I need a little bit of time to get it all
as
done.
this is cooking off, this is a good time to add some salt.
Okay.
Again, keeping with those Italian flavors, we can add some garlic and some chili. The garlic and chili is really a base for Italian food. If you're making any of those classic dishes, you'll often see them start with that. The garlic gives you such good flavor. The chili gives you that little bit of heat, but it's not too aggressive.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, with me, as a West Indian, I eat a lot of pepper, so.
Absolutely. We can go hot, 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 hot.
We go very, very hot.
Yeah.
Oh, something's beeping. Isn't that exciting?
Oh my gosh.
I love it.
I wonder what could be in the oven.
Right? So we're going to start with just a base layer of your favorite tomato sauce.
Okay.
If you want me to make it for you, I can't. And I'm going to lay down spinach lasagna noodles. Now
so
these you need to boil first.
Yeah.
For it says 7-8 minutes. You know, you always hear when you see the box, take a few minutes off. This is also going to get baked. I just kind of want to get that raw grittiness out of it so that when we go to eat it, it's not too chewy. So this goes down like this.
Do you want me to build it?
Do you want to?
Why don't you just give me instructions? I'll actually work for once.
Yes. So we have the noodles down. This portobello mixture, once this is done caramelizing, what we're going to do is, we're going to add that in there. It's still going to taste amazing. Don't even worry about it.
Okay.
So we're going to
Because it's all going to bake together.
Exactly. But you do want to get lots of color and flavor on this. The reason why I cook the portobello and the onion like this first is because you can't get that caramelization. You can't get that direct heat contact that you would get in the pan in the oven when it's baking. So take these ingredients, build the flavor of them, and then assemble your lasagna. So you're carrying over that beautiful flavor that you built that you can't do in the oven.
Yes, absolutely.
Really
that's the way I know.
Yeah, that's really exciting.
Okay, so do I put any other layers on here before I get to the next set of noodles?
Why don't you just go ahead and put another set of noodles? We can also add some tomato sauce to it as well.
All right.
If you want to go ahead and saute off your kale with your portobello mushroom, you can certainly do that. And this is a lot of fun. This is something you can get the kids to do.
This is the fun part.
Always something good for the neighbor you don't like. Whatever you want. This goes over. We could probably also maybe squeeze in another one. You can do this too.
What, another noodle?
Yeah. Well,
so are you
on this bottom end here?
Okay. All right. Are you picky about it being like the exact
Not really, because once it gets baked and everything, you know, you just get nice perfect squares out of it.
Okay.
We have kale here. We're going to add some kale. We have ricotta.
Are you doing anything to the kale?
The kale, you can saute that off with the portobello. I just mentioned that, but you're not listening to me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was busy building a lasagna.
I'm teasing. So we have skim milk mozzarella. We have light ricotta. So all these ingredients go into there. This recipe is definitely on Cityline, but I do want to pull out the finished version and kind of show you what it looks like.
Okay.
This is a big assembly process, so I'm going to get this guy out. You want more cheese? Okay, that's great. So I'm going to pull this one out. Can you smell this out there? Does it smell?
Gosh.
Okay. So it's not just me.
It's piping hot.
It is piping hot. So I'm going to take this off, and this is essentially what you want to get. You know, this is this is the finished version. I have a plate of tomato sauce here. I'll grab a little knife here that I have, and I'll cut out a slice. just to show you the layering process that goes in here. So this has the kale, the portobello, it has chili, it has garlic, it has all that goodness, the ricotta, the mozzarella. It also has these beautiful sweetie drops that we find in Peru that we use at my restaurant quite often.
You put them in there, right?
I put them in there. Remember you were talking before about flavor?
Yes.
These are the ingredients that you want to use, like sun-dried tomatoes, olives. These are the things that you want to add into your food so that
need
they
a
explode.
spatula.
Yep.
Okay.
Got it right there. See, mise en place, right?
Oh, very nice.
So this is a really, really aggressive slice. So this is something
Okay.
I would eat. So I'm just going to cut this down a little bit more.
Well, we have 30 seconds, and we're all at the edge of our seats waiting to see how this looks when it comes out.
Okay.
We're putting the full recipe at cityline.tv because, man, you're going to want to replicate this. Your family will love you.
Yeah, so pretty.
Holy. A gorgeous comfort lasagna, but done in a healthy way. That's Chef Dev for you.